Walnuts and pistachios are crushed and added in between layers of buttered phyllo pastry and baked. An orange blossom cheesecake filling is poured over it and baked as well. And a final layer of buttered pastry are added, and this is baked for the third time. Finally, nuts and sugar are added on top, and it's baked just for a few more minutes. Once chilled, this is cut to reveal the gorgeous layers. To prepare, I've greased and lined a cake pan with parchment paper. This one has a removable bottom. You can also use a springform pan. The pan is 18 centimeters or about 7 inches. I have a bunch of nuts here. I have some powdered and whole pistachios. I have some crushed walnuts. But for the baklava layers, I'm going to process 300 grams of walnuts and 3 tablespoons of sugar. I'm also going to add a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon powder. I'm just going to pulse this. My phyllo pastry has defrosted overnight, and I'm only going to use about 300 grams from this package. I'm going to start with 5 sheets of phyllo pastry. Cut the sheets in half, so now you have 10 sheets. I've melted about a half cup of butter, and I will melt more as I need. Brush each sheet with butter and lay on another layer and repeat. Once all 10 sheets are buttered, I'm just going to measure this and cut it. Add this to the bottom of the pan. Brush the top with butter and add a thin layer of the ground walnuts and sugar. I'm going to cut the scrap sheets into smaller pieces, and I'm going to add this on top to cover it the best that I can. Add more ground walnut and sugar, and I'm also going to add some of those ground pistachios for some great color. To pack this in, I'm just going to press down with a potato masher, or you can use any flat surface just to push it down. I'm going to bake this in my preheated 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes till the pastry is nice and golden brown. To make the cheesecake filling, I'm going to add 500 grams of cream cheese to a bowl. I just warmed this up by zapping it in the microwave for a few seconds. I'm going to whip this together, and then I'm going to add in 1/3 of a cup of sugar and beat this again. Add half a cup of heavy cream and make sure to scrape in between. Add 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. And for that authentic Middle Eastern flavor, I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of orange blossom water. You can find orange blossom water anywhere that sells Middle Eastern ingredients. For some stability, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. have 3 eggs here and these are at room temperature, and I'm going to beat these in one at a time, scraping in between. The pastry is now nice and brown, and I'm going to pour over the cheesecake mixture. Sprinkle on some of the crushed walnuts and put it back into the oven for 30 minutes. I added a pan of water in the oven as well just to build up steam. While the cheesecake bakes, I'm going to make a quick honey syrup. Add half a cup of sugar to a pan and add in a quarter cup of water. I'm also going to add in a half cup of honey and I'm going to allow everything to dissolve. Add the juice of half a lemon and keep it aside. I'm going to prepare another layer of baklava to top the cheesecake. This time I used only 6 sheets, but I followed the same process. Once the cheesecake has been in the oven for 30 minutes, remove it and add the phyllo pastry. Once the phyllo pastry is brown, drizzle with the honey syrup. Add a sprinkle of nuts, and this time I'm going to add walnuts and pistachios as well, and I'm going to put it back into the oven just for about 10 to 15 minutes. Once it's baked, allow it to cool and add more nuts and syrup. Make sure to allow your cheesecake to cool completely before cutting in to reveal these amazing layers. Enjoy.